Okay, here we go. 40 years since the first draft. Wow.
There's a new draft, and the VFL believes it's foolproof. The new Brisbane club had the first choice.
Martin Leslie of Port Adelaide.
Player number 5, 820.
Marcus Bontempelli.
Nicholas Dacos.
That whole 2004 season, I would go on Big Footy religiously every day, a page where fans and experts would go on and do phantom drafts and hit refresh. And away we went to see where I moved up and down the order to predict where I may go. Coming towards the draft, I knew I wasn't athletic, and I certainly got reminded that in the 2K time trial when about a lap and a half to go, Brett Delidio passed me. I thought my draft hopes were up in smoke at that point.
Welcome to our live coverage of the 2004 National Draft.
Draft night, I decided to stay in Wanneroo because I wanted to be around family and friends. We all thought Port Adelaide at pick 11 was where I was going to land. I was listening on the internet, and Ruffy gets picked at pick 2. Franklin gets picked at pick 5. I was a little bit jealous because I knew they were going to be together, and then my internet cuts out.
Player 100.
It wasn't until I started to get text messages from players and coaches, and I realised my destination was Hawthorn. To then realise that the three of us were going to the same club, for me it was pure joy and excitement. Not in my wildest dreams that we would have thought 4 years later that we were running out on the last day of September in front of 100,000 people with guys that you've really bonded with over the last 4 years, coming up against the reigning premiers. They really restocked their club in 2001, the Super Draft. Johnson and Kelly and Ablett and Bartel. That was a core group of Geelong players that were pivotal in their years of success. We didn't do too bad as well in the Super Draft. Hodge at 1 and Mitchell at 36. You're always searching for missing pieces, and in 2007, Clarko, in his wisdom, flew over to America and picked a guy that he knew a lot about, Stewie Dew, at pick 45. He was the missing piece, and my God, that third quarter, didn't he light things up?
He's had the best 5 minutes of his footy life. That's what I'm talking about!
After 40 years, I think there's some things that don't change. Getting your name called out, the most exciting time of your life. There is so much work behind the scenes that goes into studying these players, studying their life, studying their family, where they come from, what type of character they are. For the moments that we've just spoken about, the moments to build a premiership dynasty. So tonight, the hopes and fortunes of young players will certainly get recognised, but the hopes and fortunes of AFL clubs can hinge on the decisions that get made tonight.
Jordan Lewis showing us just how crucial draft night is to shaping, hopefully, a premiership list. Plenty of nerves and excitement are in the air as players and their families arrive at Marvel Stadium for night 1 of the draft. The most talented young players in Australia will realise the dream of joining an AFL club, and it is a key piece of that premiership puzzle. It will fall into place over the next couple of hours. We have assembled a great draft team here on Fox Footy. Pick number 37 in that 2001 Super Draft, Fox Footy's own Lee Montagna, talent expert Mick Ablett, and here for a 40th draft, Kevin Shifter-Sheehan. Guys, welcome. And I think the theme for tonight, Joey, is expect the unexpected.
Yeah, I think it is, Sarah. I've got no doubt there'll be a surprise or two tonight. Clubs have been pretty good this year. They're keeping their cards close to their chest, and I don't think anyone knows for certain where players will end up, but we do know it'll define clubs and shape the futures of some of these football clubs, and sets up for an exciting night, Shifter.
It certainly does. I'm excited, and to have 985 nominations, fighting really for about 70 spots over the 2 nights, then the rookie draft there on Friday. So I can imagine the blood, sweat and the tears to date to get to this point. Hopefully just tears of joy tonight for those that realise their dream.